Hey, Russo. Could you please leave your room by the end of this month and give it to me?
What? Why would I do that?
I know we're old friends and that we used to get along. I'm now your brother Herman's wife, so...
I was wondering why you had suddenly contacted me. So what if you're my brother's wife? Does that make you better than me or something?
Yes, it does. Our positions are no longer equal. I wish you would realize it already.
What do you mean, our positions, LOL? All you did was make my brother marry you by getting pregnant with him.
Shut up. You see, I'm currently pregnant with the inheritor of this family's property as the eldest son's wife.
What do you mean, inheritor? I mean, it's true that my brother is a CEO, and it's true that since everyone in the family has positions in his company, it would be best if there was a next generation who would inherit the company after us, but...
Oh, so you do get it, LOL. And here I thought you didn't understand.
Let me finish. It's true that we're probably going to have someone younger in the family inherit the company, but it hasn't been decided that your child is going to be it.
Huh? Of course it's decided. I mean, my husband is the company's CEO after all. Stop spewing nonsense and just give me your room. I'm going to make that my child's room.
Okay then, where am I going to go?
I think there was a closet somewhere that wasn't being used, right? LOL. There's enough space to lie down, so why don't you go move in there?
Louisa, I've been wanting to ask you for a long time, but...
What is it?
Back when we were in high school and you would visit my house, you would always insult my brother behind his back, saying that he was such a gloomy introvert that wasn't attractive at all, and that the only good part about him was that he was a hard worker. But the minute that you found out that he was being raised as the inheritor of grandfather's company, you started pretending that you liked him and approaching him, right?
So what if I did? It doesn't change the fact that I'm currently pregnant with Herman's child and that I'm now his wife, LOL.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? You purposefully got pregnant with his child so that he would have no choice but to marry you.
That's a serious accusation!
We talked about what we wanted to do in our futures when we were still in school, right? I still remember what you said. I thought you were just joking at the time, but apparently not. You said that you wanted to become the wife of a CEO so you could live a life of luxury without ever having to work, right? You even said that your plan was to get pregnant with a rich CEO's baby and swiftly bring it into a marriage.
Oh, I guess I did say something like that. I mean, who wants to work when you don't have to, LOL?
So that's what you did with my brother?
Fine, I'll tell you. It won't matter since no one in the family is going to take your side, so... Yes, my dream is to become the wife of a CEO! The life of poverty I had to endure as a child was traumatic, you see. And I know that this dream of mine came from my experiences as a child, but who cares about the past anymore? I spent every day running towards my dreams when finally I found my CEO, your brother Herman. I had sex with your brother with the sole purpose of getting pregnant with his baby. And as you can see for yourself, I was successful. Now, as the wife of the CEO and as the mother of the next one, I have the second highest position in this family next to your brother.
Oh, is that so? Well, it's not like I'm surprised. After all, you did tell me yourself that this was your dream, so...
If you understand, then move out of your room because I'm going to make it my child's room. I'm the CEO's wife, remember? I have the second highest position in this family after your brother, so that means that you have to do what I say. If you don't, I'm going to tell your brother. Oh, I just came up with a great idea. You're going to be my personal housemaid from now on.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about?
All right, let's start immediately then, shall we? I'm thirsty, maid. So bring a cup of juice to my room right now.
No. I'm not your maid.
What? Did you not hear a word I said?
If you want a personal housemaid, then why not beg my brother for one or something? I mean, he can probably hire you one if he wants to.
Why, So you did actually not hear a word I said. I'm the wife of the eldest son of this house, who also happens to be the current CEO. Not only that, but I'm the mother of the next CEO. Therefore, I am better than you, and you have to do what I say. Know your place. You're just an embarrassing failure of a woman who couldn't find a husband. Go get me my cup of juice now.
Get it yourself, bitch.
What did you call me?
Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to do what you tell me.
So, you intend on rebelling against me?
Well, yes. I'm going to be cutting ties with you, so do as you please. It's none of my business anymore.
You're doing what?
I already packed my stuff and found a new place to live. All I need now is to leave.
Oh, I see.
Well then, goodbye. I hope we never have to see each other again. I don't know why we were ever even friends back in school.
What? You're leaving now? Hold on, does your family know about this?
You can do whatever you want with the stuff I left in my room. I don't need the desk, nor the drawers, nor the bed. Bye.
Hey, Russo, you didn't contact us in the 10 years since you left home. But now I find out that you're the wife of the CEO of the company even bigger than Herman's? You've got to be messing with me, right? Answer my calls, goddammit! Russo! I'm not going to let you just get away with this!
Hello, Louisa. Long time no see. How's my brother Herman doing? I don't give a fuck about you anymore, so I would have just ignored you. But there's something I want to ask Herman about his company, so...
What? What about Herman's company?
Did you hear that my brother's company is on the verge of collapse?
Yeah, I heard. So what? You already know that, right? And you asked me just to gloat. You're a sick person, Russo.
Sorry, but I don't want to be called sick by someone who purposefully got pregnant with my brother's child so that she could marry him. If I'm sick, then you must already be dead.
Huh? That didn't even make sense, Russo. If I'm sick, then you must already be dead, LOL. What in the world are you talking about anyways? Didn't you become the wife of a CEO yourself? You have no right to call me out on this when you're just the same as me. I bet you even used the same tactic I used and got pregnant with him beforehand, right? LOL.
You seem to be misunderstanding. I didn't reply to your text today because I wanted to argue over your pointless rubbish. Nor did I come to gossip with you about me and my husband's marriage. I came because I'm the CEO of the company that's going to be purchasing Herman's. By the way, my husband is the vice CEO.
Huh? Did I just hear you correctly? You're the CEO of the company? You've got to be kidding.
I think you probably know the name. You'll see it if you check the homepage of my brother's company right now.
What? So you were being serious when you said that you were a CEO? And that your husband was the vice CEO?
Of course I was being serious. I'm not about to joke about something as important as the purchase of a company. 10 years ago when I left home, I had already started preparing to start my own business. My boyfriend, who is now my husband, was also a part of this initial preparation. Once we started the company, we ran it together. Me as the CEO and my boyfriend as the vice CEO. And we got married 7 years ago when the company's sales stabilized. We even have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old son.
Hey, can I ask you something important? If Herman's company agrees to your purchase, then what is going to be Herman's position in the company after that? Is he still going to be the CEO?
I'm surprised I didn't know you could make such reasonable questions.
Quit it! I'm not messing around right now!
Well, yes, it's not decided yet as to what Herman's position in the company will be after the purchase. I think he's probably just going to be a regular employee, though.
A regular employee? Why? You would do that to your own brother? You're so heartless. It's ridiculous for the CEO to suddenly become a regular employee at his own company.
I think it can't be helped. This is Herman's fault, not mine, so don't blame me. During the time of the previous CEO, that's Herman's grandfather, there weren't any problems. In fact, the company was even growing when grandfather was in charge. But as soon as my brother took charge, the company's been on a downward spiral. We can't let someone like that continue to have a high-ranking position in the company.
But he's your own brother. You can't just do this to him.
Sorry, but I'm not about to involve personal affairs in business. Besides, it's not like you two are suddenly going to be thrown into poverty. Even regular employees at his company make decent money.
It's not his fault the company is about to go bankrupt.
Actually, it kind of is. The company only lasted this long because veteran workers who have been here since when grandfather was CEO were keeping things together. But since people like that slowly went into retirement one by one, no one could hold the company together any longer. And so, here we are.
What? I didn't know anything about this. Herman never told me.
Herman just doesn't have what it takes to be a CEO. He was only chosen in the first place because grandfather liked him best out of his grandchildren. A decision I always found questionable. And besides, it's not like I alone get to decide on the matter. Most of the other executives are of the same opinion.
This can't be happening. But I had finally achieved my dream of becoming the wife of a CEO. To think that it would come crumbling down after only 10 years. Why? I got divorced with your brother.
What? Why?
The purchase of the company was made official, and he's no longer the CEO. That's why I divorced him. I don't want the child either, so I gave Herman custody of him.
And why are you telling me this? Do you just want someone to talk to, or what? I'm fine if that's the case, but I'm not going to do anything weird for you.
I'm telling you this because I want your husband instead. Give him to me.
What? Did I hear you correctly?
He's the vice CEO, right? My dream of being the wife of a CEO may now be ruined, but given the size of your company, the vice CEO's wife should probably be able to live in luxury as well.
Louisa, I think you're saying that without even knowing who my husband is.
Yeah, I guess I don't know who he even is, LOL. But who cares as long as he's rich, right? All I need to know is that he's the vice CEO of a large company, LOL. I'm still as attractive as I used to be, so I'll just make him impregnate me again and marry him. Just like I did with your brother, LOL. Get ready, because I'm going to steal your husband from you.
But my husband is your brother, Louisa.
What? Ew! My brother!
Your brother left your home around the same time I left mine, right? He was always treated unfairly by your parents, who only loved their daughter, you. I, on the other hand, was practically ignored by my own parents, who only cared about a successor for the company. We lived next door to each other, remember? Don't you think it's only natural that these two lonely people who had to go through similar hardships, at first only sharing each other's pain, gradually fell in love with each other?
What? You and my brother were together ever since you two left? But I never knew that you two were dating. Seriously?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't make sense for you to steal my husband.
Seriously? But that means that I won't become the wife of a vice CEO no matter what now. What am I going to do? I divorced your brother because I thought that I could marry your husband, but why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, I didn't really feel the need to tell you, so...
This is all your fault. What are you going to do about this? I need to find another CEO to marry quick now that I can no longer rely on Herman. At this rate, not only am I not going to live a life of luxury as a CEO anymore, but I'm going to have to live on the streets.
Why don't you get a job?
No! I'm not getting a job no matter what. Because my dream is to become the wife of a CEO. Getting a job would defeat the purpose, don't you understand?
I get what you're trying to say, but Just like you said yourself, at this rate you're going to have to live on the streets.
No, I'm not giving up on my dream!
Your perseverance is admirable, I guess.
Russo, please, I need your help!
Huh? What is it now, Louisa? Do you still not have a job?
I don't have time for that right now. There are bigger problems. I need money. Hurry up and wire 30,000 euros to my account.
What?
If you think about it, you're my sister-in-law, right?
But didn't you divorce my brother?
Who cares about the details? If you're my sister-in-law, then giving me some money in a time of need is only natural, right? So come on, just give me the 30,000 euros. I need it quick. Actually, make that 50,000 euros just to be safe. Put the money in the bank account that I'm going to send you now. Russo, you haven't sent the money yet. Please, I need 50,000 euros right now. There's no time to waste.
I never said I would be giving you the money. Heck, you never even told me why you needed it in the first place.
What? So you're telling me that you're not going to do as I say? I'm the wife of the CEO and the mother of the inheritor of this company. Wait. Actually, I'm not anymore, but I used to be. So you have to do what I say.
At least tell me what you're going to use it on first.
That's none of your business. Just send me the money. You're rich, right? Isn't it in the manners book for rich people just to hand out money without asking at times like this?
I don't know of any such manners book, so I'm not going to send you the money.
Why not?
Let me guess. You tried to seduce a man that was already married, got caught, and now his wife is asking you to pay an alimony of 30,000 euros? Did I get it right?
How in the hell do you know all that? Do you have spies working for you or something?
No, I don't have any spies. But let me continue. You weren't scared putting your hands on this man since he's a CEO. And even if you're made to pay an alimony, he'll pay it for you because he's rich, right? But he also happened to be an adopted son-in-law, and as soon as it was found out that he was cheating, he was kicked out of their house, which was owned by his wife's parents. Am I right?
Hold on. How did you know all this?
That's a good question. I don't have spies, but the wife of this man that you laid hands on also happens to run her own company and is one of my company's business partners. So I know her personally, and she told me all about it.
What do you mean she runs her own company? She's the wife of a CEO, but is also the CEO of another company herself? What in the hell is that? Why would you do such a thing?
There's no rule stating that you can't work if you're the wife of a CEO. Not everyone is like you, Louisa, wanting to just live a life of luxury without ever having to do any work.
But work sucks. Why would you voluntarily do it?
I don't know about this dream of becoming a CEO's wife of yours, but I'm not going to give you 50,000 euros.
But Russo, it's true, I don't have any money. My boyfriend got mad at me for some reason, and now he says he won't pay the alimony. I really have no one else I can count on. My parents can barely get by as it is, so I can't possibly ask them. Please, Russo. It would be so easy for you. We're friends, right? Just give me the money.
At times like this, Luisa's parents would usually save their daughter, who they loved too much. But it seems that they had already spent a fortune on Louisa in the past and are now in debt. Louisa apparently did try to get them to pay, but it seems her parents finally ran out of patience for her and turned her away. Not only that, but they cut ties with her, telling her never to come back. Louisa, who now realized that no one was going to give her any money, was forced to get a loan from somewhere. Even Louisa, it seems, with her dreams of marrying a CEO, would rather work than live on the streets. So she decided to find a job. She was eventually able to get a job that came with housing. At first, she was relieved because it seemed like she would no longer have to worry. But then she realized that she now actually had to work. For Louisa, now in her late 30s, this was her first ever job. I hear that whenever she makes a mistake at work, her colleagues scold her for it. And she gets angry back at them, saying, "I used to be the wife of a CEO." Apparently, some of the employees find it hilarious and purposefully pretend to get mad at her just to see her reaction. It looks like she'll never learn.